So what's it really like parenting a teen with OCD? As it's Mental Health Awareness Week this week, thought I'd share a quick video with you of some of the challenges I faced when parenting a teen with OCD. And it's also easier and quicker to make a video at the moment because I've broken my wrist and typing's really hard work. So anyway, what's it like to parent a teen with OCD? First of all, the biggest thing I'd say is it's very lonely because it's a type of illness you tend to keep private. It's your big secret. Up until recently, to be honest, not even some family knew about, or certainly to the extent that OCD was controlling our life, because obviously you feel embarrassed as a parent. You feel embarrassed you're in that situation to begin with, and you feel embarrassed. How do you explain to somebody that an invisible bully, something that's not even real, is controlling the whole house and the whole family? Second, is challenging. It's incredibly challenging, especially when you don't know what you're doing and you're on a list for therapy. And, waiting for professional therapy, particularly from places like CAMHS at the moment, it takes a long time. And the trouble is with OCD, in the meantime, if you're anything like me, you end up doing the wrong things and you end up feeding it and it grows into an even bigger and uglier monster. Number 3, it can be extremely challenging. I mean, I've lost count how many times I've had to leave shopping halfway through, or I've had to leave meals with friends in floods of tears because my daughter's had an OCD meltdown in school, and I've just literally had to drop everything and just go and pick it up and calm her anxiety. Number 4 is miserable. I've lost count how many times I've cried into a glass of wine on a Friday night, looking back at photos of how life used to be. Listening to music, trying to lift myself up. But it was really, really tough because I couldn't see a way out of it. I got to be honest. I can't share in great detail how debilitating it was because I always protect my daughter's privacy at all costs. So I always try and come across from a parenting perspective. But it was incredibly tough and challenging. And finally, the last thing you feel as a parent is enormous guilt. Because what I now know is that I fed this OCD, I fed this monster, not just by doing all the wrong things, like giving it loads of reassurance and reacting to meltdowns and getting recruited to do compulsions. I also passed it on to my daughter through the genes, which I had no idea could happen. And I passed it on through learned behaviour. So a lot of tics going my way, which, as you could imagine, didn't help at all. But hey, I eventually got help from CAMHS and we did some private therapy as well. And we've come out the other side, and my daughter now is living her best life. She's studying in a preferred university in London. She's really living the life. She's now a strong, independent, confident woman. Does she still have her challenges with OCD? From time to time, because that's the thing with OCD. It will sneak back in any opportunity you get. And the slightest weakness of anxiety or anything else, it will sneak back in. But I now have the toolkit, and so does my daughter, to know how to nip it in the bud straight away so it doesn't become a problem again. So anyway, that's my video. I hope it's going to help other parents who find themselves struggling to navigate through their way through OCD. It's not you that's doing something wrong. It's a really, really tough and often misunderstood mental health illness. And that's why I'm on a mission to raise awareness of this illness through my children's books for 5 to 8-year-olds, and also with my Parenting OCD in Teens and Tweens handbook that you can purchase from my website, which is in my bio. It's www.themindmonsters.co.uk.